How you doing there, Rice in Kirkplace? I'm blogging. It's 5 in the morning and I'm still up because I need to tell you about what has happened over the last 12 or 15 hours or so. It's been one of those times that I don't think I'll forget. God has just decided to work quite clearly, and I just thought I wanted to tell, at least for myself, just to record what's happened and to tell some of you out there what's been going on. Nothing major like getting knifed or anything, or getting a knife pulled at me. Nothing like that's happened. But today's been the day off for Lusanne's conference and for Cape Town 2010, and so all the delegates had a day off just to chill out. And I decided to, rather than do a tour, I felt that what God wanted me to do was to just spend some time praying and in His Word, and doing some journaling and just kind of putting together all the stuff that I've been learning and just chilling out. So I decided to very rarely drop any networking and that kind of stuff and just hang out with God. In fact, it became very clear to me as I was praying about this, because it was really hard, because I had a chance tonight to, I had a chance tonight to hang out with Tim Keller, and I was meant to be having dinner with Tim Costello. He called and asked to do that, and you know what happened? Jesus made it really clear to me, something just almost, I didn't hear a voice or anything, but it was so clear that Jesus said, I felt like there's all these kind of key, important people that would be great just to get a few minutes with and hang with and learn. And then I was thinking, Jesus has been given all authority in heaven and on earth, right? Just, when I talk about important, he's the most important person I could network with at all in the world. And I don't even need to do anything at all except for just talk to him, because he's with us all the time. And I just felt, you know what? I'm going to network with Jesus today, and I'm just going to hang out with him and talk to him, sit at his feet, listen to everything he's got to say. Can't video blog him, unfortunately, but I can learn from him by his Spirit through his Word. And so I got my Bible and I flipped it open. It was really funny. I've got a new little Holman Bible that I'm carrying around, and I haven't looked at it all yet. I've never even opened it. It's just a brand new one. So I opened it up. I've got those little bookmarks in there. Fell open the bookmark place, and where the bookmark landed was Matthew 28, the Great Commission. And I read that and remembered again, as it says that all authority has been given to Jesus. And on top of that, I just remembered that my job is to make disciples of all nations and teaching them what Jesus has commanded them. And I thought, this is great, it's what I want to do. Then I started reflecting on what I learned from Piper, and what John Piper was really pressing home and talking to me about making sure that my job for the rest of my life as a Christian is to do everything I can to alleviate suffering in this world, especially though suffering in the world to come. I was just trying to work out that balance, and I asked God if He would give me opportunities to do both those things, and that He would make it really clear. And you got to be careful what you pray for, because you're not going to believe what happened next. It was 5 p.m. and I decided to take a little nap. I thought, look, I just need a bit of a refreshment time. I thought I'll take a little nap for an hour. I went to bed at 5 p.m. and at that stage I had planned a dinner with Tim Costello at 7. I went to bed at 5 thinking I'd have a quick nap, and I woke up at midnight. And so I woke up at midnight and I'm like, what is going on? I'm totally disorientated. Anyway, I've missed dinner. I'm starving, right? I'm really hungry. Everything is closed. I'm not going anywhere outside because I'm dreaming about guys with knives at the moment, so I don't want to go anywhere. And so what I do is I kind of deal with the guy at the reception. I said, look, if you can find someone who will come with me and be my buddy, I'll buy them dinner. There's only one 24-hour burger joint around. What happens next is, he says, sure. He goes and gets me this lovely security guard. His name is Jonathan, a coloured guy. And what we do is he goes with me, and they call a taxi. A guy in the taxi comes out. He's a white Afrikaans-speaking guy, and he picks us up, and we start heading to this place called Saul's, S-A-U-L. Funny enough, actually. S-A-U-L-S, Saul's Burger Place. We go to Saul's Burger Place. And you're not going to believe what happened. we're getting there, and we're about to start eating, and the taxi guy decided to take a break. His name is Louis, and he decides to take his break, and he comes in and he sits with us, and we're sitting down there, and here I am with this coloured guy and white Afrikaans guy who in normal circumstances just wouldn't naturally hang out, and an Aussie Asian guy, and here we are, and I wonder whether God has got me speaking to hanging with these guys at 1 in the morning for a reason. And what happened next was quite unbelievable, actually. We started talking, and got to share with them both about Jesus. How do I describe what happened next, except that in the next hour, Louis was crying. Jonathan was deeply moved. Both of them wanted to come to Jesus. It was phenomenal. It was like a really weird moment. Both of them, it was like God had, well, of course he designed that moment to happen. Both of them had exactly the same story. They were 40, one of them was 45 years old, the other one was 48. Both of them recently had their wife leave them. Both of them at the same time had their parents die. And both of them were really down in the dumps in life. They kind of hit rock bottom. And on top of that, Louis had lost his job, the taxi driver. Jonathan had hardly any money left, even to feed his family. He's from a really poor area. And Louis, who has a gambling issue, was so far down in the dumps that he, the other week, had taken a gun and to shoot himself, to kill himself. Turns out that two things. I'll talk about Louis. They took his you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause this video because it's going to go too long, and if I've got you interest enough, I'm going to get you to watch this second video.